So hello Wolves fans, this is your match preview for our team Wolverhampton Wanderers travelling up to Ewood Park to face Championship side Blackburn Rovers in the fourth round of this year's FA Cup. All brought to you as an association with, of course, Pucker Pies. So much coming up in this one. Stats, facts. We've got Ian from the 4,000 Holes Blackburn podcast. We've got my dad, Magic Moss. We've got obviously the competition that you can still get involved with. And we're going to have a little bit of a look as well, which we really should do. That great game as well that's going to be on Saturday. Wolves women facing Women's Super League side at Manchester United as well as all of our score predictions. So, Wolves against Blackburn Rovers. Would you believe that this will be the first meeting of the two sides, Wolves and Blackburn, since the FA Cup final in 1960, which Wolves won 3-0. I think it's the last time we won the FA Cup. And that's the most recent time we've played each other in the competition. And it's also the most recent final that either side have got to. Wolves, of course, have won 4 of their last 5 away games against Blackburn Rovers, drawing 1 since losing 3-0 in the Premier League in December 2020. And Blackburn have progressed from each of their last FA Cup fourth round ties, reaching at least the 5th round in each of the last 2 seasons. They last lost Blackburn at this stage of the competition in 2010-11 season, 3-1 against Aston Villa. Wolves are looking to reach the FA Cup 5th round in consecutive seasons for the first time since the 93-94 season. And they've also won their last 2 away games in the FA Cup. They last won 3 consecutive away games in the FA Cup, consecutively between March 1998 and December 1999. Andreas Weimann, we'll remember him, don't we? Netted Blackburn's winner in the 3rd round against Middlesbrough, which was his first FA Cup goal since January 27, which was for Wolves against Liverpool. Remember that game was there. All 4 of his goals in the competition have either come in the 3rd or the 4th round. Let's have a listen to what Blackburn fan Ian from the 4,000 Holes Blackburn podcast has to say, followed by my dad, Magic Moss.
Hello there, always Wolves podcast viewers. Thanks very much for the invite. Here's the state of play as regards Blackburn Rovers. We're in the middle of a run of patchy form at the moment. By patchy, I mean we've won 1 game in our last 5. So I think you're playing us at probably a really good time. We've been plagued with injuries in recent weeks and we've struggled to put out a full-strength team. And I think the temptation for John Eustace will be to rest 2 or 3 key players, or at least hold them back on the bench and see if we're still competitive, say, with 20-25 minutes to go. It's a shame, really, because I love the FA Cup and I'd love Rovers to go deep into the competition, but I think it would be understandable in the circumstances if Eustace took a cautious approach, I say especially with form being as it is. We've just come out of a window that's probably suboptimal from Rovers' perspective. I think the one shining light is that we've signed Emmanuel Dennis on loan from Nottingham Forest, though whether he will feature on Sunday I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully when he does appear for us he will inject a bit of pace and strength up front, which we've been sadly lacking most of the season. We don't have a particularly good record against you guys. We haven't played in the FA Cup since that infamous 1960 final. Our last 8 meetings, it's 4 wins for you and 4 draws, so we're overdue a Rovers win. But if I'm being scrupulously honest, I think the best we can hope for is to play like we did in the league against the likes of Leeds and Burnley and try and keep it really tight and nick a goal and win 1-0. But the history of this season would suggest that if we concede one early on, you'll probably go on to get 2 or 3. So I think an awful lot depends on who scores first. If it's us, hopefully we can then keep you out and get a victory and go through to the next round. But it's going to be a tough game for us. Horrible time to play, 12:30 on a Sunday. Ridiculous. Don't know who came up with that. But good luck to everyone travelling up from Wolverhampton. I hope you have a safe journey. But I do hope that you go back slightly disappointed.
Okay, we're here looking ahead to FA Cup, 4th round day. Oh, Dad, look who's back. Look who's back. Back again. Derek's back.
Yeah, they come back.
Back again.
They couldn't get back quick enough.
After we beat the Villa.
Yeah.
He's all happy again now.
Yeah, he's making a fuss of me as well.
He is. Well, how are you, Derek, feeling about the game against Blackburn Rovers, Dad?
Well, got to keep it going now, David, eh, we? What you reckon? Aye? What you reckon? Why?
What you going with?
Have a guess.
I have no idea. Have a guess.
What do you say? 2-0, he says.
2-0.
2-0.
And have you and Derek got any score predictors? And who's going to score?
We'll have Corona. I mean, not
Corona?
Carragher, was he?
Who?
Okay.
Carragher? He played for Liverpool?
Yeah, no, Corona.
No, Dad. It does begin with a C and a U. Cunha.
Kuna, I'm sorry about that, Kuna.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Who else is scoring?
No, I don't know who's else is going to score. We'll have, who can we have?
Well, there's plenty to choose from.
Oh, there is.
Go on, Dad, go with it.
Go. What do you reckon? He says Tommy Doyle.
Tommy Doyle.
He says Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle.
Love it, love it. Have you and Derek got a song?
I believe for every drop of rain that falls.
Oh, that's a good one.
A
flower grows.
I believe that somewhere in the darkest night a candle glows.
Glows, not grows.
Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, a touch of leaf or see the sky, I believe everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way, and Wolves are gonna win 2-0. Doo.
Love you lots, Dad. Good to see Derek back. Let's hope Derek's back for the rest of the season. You all right, Derek?
Yeah.
He's all right. Love you, Dad. Always Wolves.
Dad. Look after yourself and everybody else. Always Wolves.
So thanks to Ian and my dad, Magic Moss, and of course Derek. Hope he's put a smile back to your face because we won against Villa, didn't we? And listen, really looking forward to this one. I'm going to give you a score prediction in a minute, but just a reminder that if you want to head down to Genting Casino Sports Bar Wolverhampton, you can do. They will be showing all the FA Cup matches on their big screens in their sports bar. And then, of course, if you want to treat yourself to a main meal, £5 or more, you will be able to be entered into the competition to go with us, Always Wolves, to the Wolves versus Tottenham Molineux class, or away to Manchester United versus Wolves if you get your entries in and buy a main meal. The draw for that will take place at the end of March, so you've got plenty of time, but get yourself in the competition because it's a really good prize, because it's not just tickets, it's full hospitality as well. Now, let's get on to my score prediction, and then I'm going to talk about the Wolves women game against Manchester United. So look, I think Blackburn have got a lot of focus, of course, on trying to make the playoffs. They're not in the best of runs at the moment. Wolves, of course, have got focus on making sure we do stay up in the Premier League. Wolves were very convincing against Bristol City, who are in a similar position, pushing for the playoffs in the last round. I'm hopeful that Vitor Pereira will go as strong as possible for this one. Blackburn, I'm not so sure. Obviously, you heard what Ian had to say. And really, we should be winning the game, but FA Cup is always a bit of a leveller. But I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory to the Wanderers on this one and progressing to the 5th round. Let me know your score prediction in the comment section below. Now, it would be a miss of me to not mention what is going to probably be the biggest game in Wolves women history. They're basically in the third tier against Super League outfit Manchester United. I hear there's already over 5,000 tickets been sold for that. It's a massive game in the FA Cup, a chance to get through, I think, to the quarter-finals of the competition. I will be there, Always Wolves will be there covering all that as well, so we're looking forward. So if you see us there, make sure you say hello, and of course we'll be going up to Blackburn. Look, it's going to be really difficult for the girls to beat Manchester United because they are fully professional and Wolves women ain't, but they did amazing against Brighton last year. It was only the last 10 minutes that things caught up, so who knows, with home support, let's hope that they can get a shock. That would be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, either I'll see you at Telford for the Wolves Women versus United game, or at Blackburn. All the reports will be coming as normal, so if you've enjoyed the video, please smash a like, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and for all you Wolves news and updates, hit that subscribe button. Until the next one, always Wolves.